Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. We've already got 28 people in as well, which is fantastic. Do make sure that you drop a like on the stream for getting it going. Thank you to everyone who's joined so far as we look at Bitcoin crashing the market, and it doesn't look too good at the moment either. Just made another low about an hour ago. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be getting any strength back at all. So we'll be having a look at that in depth. And with me today, as is becoming a regular Wednesday occurrence, is Save with Crypto. So you will find his links to his YouTube channel and his Twitter account in the description. Do make sure you go and drop him a follow on both. And he's here right with me now. So how are you, mate?
Oh, hang on. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good actually. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this market. It's amazing that we've dropped 10 grand, isn't it, in the last few days. So there's something to talk about there. But yeah, obviously I've not been around for a few weeks because the Wednesdays have been New Year's Day and Christmas Day. But I am back, and if I'm allowed, I'd love to do this every Wednesday for the next, well, whatever,
For the foreseeable.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like I said last time, you are more than welcome to be our Wednesday resident guest. So yeah, we'll have it on every Wednesday. But yeah, it has been a few weeks. I think it was obviously the week before Christmas, weren't it? Whatever, how that fell when you were last on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was probably the best thing anyway because I had both my daughters here at Christmas, and
yeah,
I kind of like doing this when I'm alone, just me and you.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's always good to have a guest on as well. Yeah, I am becoming very fond of having a co-host on with me instead of me just talking to myself.
Yeah, I was listening to your one on was it Monday with?
Yes, with Imagine Project.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I might have to rewatch that actually because there was some nuggets in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a great stream. And obviously I will be getting my face cam on as well, hopefully by, come the end of next week at the latest. I've ordered a good couple of props, which I'm excited for everyone to see. So it should be a lot of fun.
Is that like a disguise, or are you just looking?
Yes, a disguise. Yes, I've got a few ready. But the one that I've got ready for the first stream where I'll just turn my camera on, I'm gonna have that music, that's like off The Apprentice where it goes oh, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna come on, and then I'm just gonna go bang and just suddenly appear there on the face cam, and everyone's gonna be like, whoa, and then I'm gonna be there. There I'll be. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Well, you got me thinking there. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Or any guest, I'll be on there. But yeah, any guest doesn't have to come on. Fine, just having your voice on. So let's see what we've got in the chat anyway. So go on. Got 34 people in, got 37 now. Do make sure that you drop a like on the stream. Let's get them likes up. Should be at least over 20 by now. And yeah, let's help the algorithm pushes out to more people as we look at obviously what's happened over the past day or two. We got Steve-O saying howdy, sir, and happy good afternoon to you, Dave. Good afternoon to you, Steve-O. We've got Mike Munns back. Mike Munns made it for the start of the stream today. He only come in the last segment yesterday. Oh, we got Justino in. We're saying morning, handsome. Oh, how are you, you devilish man? It's great to see you. It's great to see you, handsome. We've got John Brown in. We've got Andrea, who's wasting no time, saying, "Can you have a look at ETH?" We will cover ETH. Yeah, we'll have a look at ETH, Sol, Bitcoin first, and then we'll make our way down, and then obviously take some suggestions from the chat. And we got Mike with the big capital Dave, who broke Bitcoin. Yeah, someone with a nice amount of Bitcoin to sell broke Bitcoin. We've got Quote back again, becoming the resident watcher, and we've got Jesse saying good morning to you, Jesse. So if you are new, do make sure that you drop a like on the stream and do subscribe, and you will find some critical information in the description, such as signing up to BLOFIN, the best non-KYC exchange that you can use, signing up to Stonksy. Obviously, you'll find Save with Crypto's links in there as well, and a few other good stuff. So yeah, before obviously I can let you take the reins, mate. Obviously, we'll have a look at this. Nice indication on Stonksy yesterday from the 10-minute chart. catching the Bitcoin drop. Did you have any shorts on yesterday, or what have you been trading this week so far?
Well, no. I tell you what. Even now, right? I saw the Stonksy background go red.
Yeah.
On the 1 hour time frame. And even now, in my mind, I'm thinking, no, it can't be.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have the balls to go short. If I had done, I'd have made tons of money. And I didn't. So I'm just sort of, I had some longs open at the time. I had stop losses all set like in profit, but quite nicely in profit. And I didn't think they get hit because the entries were so good. They were all below, like Bitcoin one was like below 100k. I thought it's not going back there.
It was what you call a total wipeout, wasn't it? It was literally just a total wipeout of the market.
It was pretty brutal, actually. Yeah. There's a mate of mine saying he can't find us today. Why can't he find us?
Should be able to find us. Should be able to. Is he looking on the right channel? Is he maybe looking on your channel instead of Stonksy?
I don't know.
But he should be able to. The link's plastered everywhere anyway. The link is plastered everywhere. It's on Stonksy's Twitter. It's on.
I'll tell him. Stonksy indicator.
Yeah. But yes, so thank you very much for everyone who's joined us. And do let me know in the chat if you shorted this down, or what your thoughts and feelings at the moment on the market. Do give us your personal beliefs or analysis. It'd be great to hear everyone's thoughts. And you will see as well there, mate, if you notice, we had a nice little bearish arrow pop up here as well, right before it got slam dunked.
Okay. At this point, can I share my screen and ask you some questions?
You can, yeah. Let me go off mine. I'll remove mine there. Go on, fire up. You're more than ready to go and load up yours. We have a few more people that's popped up. We've got Revive Trade saying, is effing alt season coming? Alt season will probably likely come when everyone just gives up. That will probably be the likely outcome. I mean, I think probably a lot of people are already on the way or already there anyway. But basically, when it's like the resounding sentiment is altcoins are just never going to do anything, that's probably the moment. But if you're talking about technically, when Bitcoin tops and it starts to distribute, is when we're more than likely to see an alt season. We've got Crypto Bro saying, "Good morning, let's go." Yes, Crypto Bro. I have so many thoughts and feelings, Dave, but mostly for you. Oh, mate, you're making me blush. You can't be saying them things once I put my face camera on. Can't be embarrassing me like that. I'll turn like a tomato. But mate, I've got to have you on, Justin. We've got to get you on if you want to come on. If you want to come on at some point, I don't know obviously what your schedule's like, but we've got to have you on and obviously get you get your chart on the screen. So if you want to, anyway, you don't have to. It's up to you. But if you do want to come on, open invite, just let me know. Obviously, I think Monday's Imagine Project's going to come on, and then I think he might pop in on Fridays, and then Wednesdays we've got Save with Crypto on. But if you want to come on, the open invite is there for you, of course. Shake out before all-time high, then pull back till October. I don't know, I think Q1 is going to be pivotal, to be honest. I don't think I'm torn with obviously what I think might happen. I don't know. But I mean, hopefully, I'm looking to sell everything in Q1, but we'll see. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm here. Oh, Mr. Delta. Yeah, you made everything just fine then.
Okay, right. Looks like my mate's made it anyway. That's good. What do you mean by pivotal?
I don't know. I think everything's kind of on a knife edge in it at the moment. The stock market's been rallying for a couple of years now. The DXY is surging. Everything is due a pullback at some point. Nothing goes up forever. So, it's sort of trying to, catch the top, or at least around a cycle high for crypto before what I believe everything just plummets. because
what
at some point, I personally think we will get like a stock market crash because it is just up only, and it will meteors land in craters, don't they? So
yeah, they do. Yeah.
I
So
I
what do you think is going to be the catalyst? Do you think the Trump inauguration will do something?
No, I don't. As for catalyst, don't know. I think just things break, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Things break, and we'll probably slightly see inflation maybe go back up under him as well. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I think it is due. I think it is all due a pullback. It's just obviously crypto trying to get that cycle topping before everything, eventually collapses.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I think for everything that Trump wants to do, inflation's got to go up. So I think that will crash the markets. I think anyway. But I think what will happen is a bit like the ETFs last year. Sort of like everyone was expecting like a massive pump in January when all the ETFs got approved. And it didn't really happen, did it? In fact, it dumped quite a bit, and then after that, it went crazy. And I think that's probably that's what I'm expecting. Obviously, I'm just guessing, but I think we'll see a dump and then a big pump, which would be quite handy for me, because we're selling my dad's house because he died last year, and I've got a bit of money, so obviously, I'd be quite interested in seeing a 40 grand Bitcoin or something. That'd be good. Anyway, we're not there yet. So
I'm hopeful that we get 2025 out the way, and then 2026 is probably where all the carnage starts for what we could label the Great Reset, which is probably coming. Just insane 100% crash coming. Yeah, we've spoke about it for ages, haven't we, mate? I remember Discord discussions last year. Of us talking about the Great Reset and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see. But I do think it's going to be .com bubble, financial crisis-esque level bad. We'll just obviously have to see that first sort of match that ignites the falling dominoes. But until that, let's hope that we can at least get the party over with.
Well, I still think the thing to do meanwhile is just try and get a load of Bitcoin together. I think that's the goal. That's my goal anyway. If I make money out of altcoins, I'll probably just end up buying Bitcoin, which is, I think that's the opposite of what everyone else does, isn't it? Like, the reason there's not an altcoin season yet is because people make the money first with Bitcoin and then they buy alts. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm thinking the other way around, really.
But the thing is, with alt, something like alt season, it doesn't last very long. It's a couple months at most. It typically happens. Obviously you do get the a couple weeks when we was it late? It was like in November, wasn't it? Or in the start of December, where alts shine. But when you talk about a proper alt season with when they just do up only for days after days and weeks after weeks. It doesn't last very long, and normally that only happens once a cycle. So it will happen when it's ready. Do you know what I mean? And typically when everyone gives up on it.
Yeah. How long have you been around in this crypto space, Dave?
Late 2020 was when I first bought some.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, similar. Well, that's probably when I started getting serious about it.
Let me just ask quick. So Big Ads has asked, are we still okay to trade using Femex in the UK? So what you want to do, Big Ads, is you want to click the first link in the description, or you want to click this link I'm posting in the chat now and use BLOFIN, not Femex. So you can use BLOFIN. You can put a VPN on if you want, but I do believe that you find access to it off a UK IP address as well. But if you put yourself on a VPN, places like Austria are fine to use. So yeah, go and sign up to BLOFIN using that link. You get yourself some nice bonuses as well. So yeah, go on, carry on, mate. Sorry.
I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So what I was going to say was so my first experience of a kind of, I suppose, an alt season was that kind of November, well, the months up to November 2021,
Yeah.
and at the time I still have actually. I had a load of EGLD, and I had a load of CRO, and I've still got that because I've got the crypto.com card.
Yeah.
I had a load of that and a load of Swissborg, and that's all I had in the way of altcoins. But of course, what I did was I watched the price of EGLD go up to like $550, and then come all the way back down to 23 or what it was.
Yeah.
So with anything I've got like that, this time, if I see the big numbers, then I'll be selling, and so that's my plan there. Anyway, so what I was going to say was these red and green arrows on the new Stonksy. I know they're just kind of an indication of like it's bullish or it's bearish. I'm looking at this now on a 1 minute time frame, and I'd probably say that isn't that useful, is it? Or is it?
So if you go in the settings, what have you got? The sensitivity and confirmation period on?
So the only thing I've changed is, hang on. The only thing I've changed so far is a higher time frame to monitor. I think by default that's 1 day, and I've changed it to 1 hour, which is my favorite sort of time frame for Stonksy, for the big moves anyway. So sensitivity for the, hang on, I would say bullish, bearish arrow settings. So sensitivity 5, confirmation period 6.
Yeah, so the confirmation period. So depending on what time frame you're on, you want that as the lowest that you put on if you want to get indications, as soon as they come on. The confirmation period, basically, as you up it looks for more confidence and more confirmations to that indication, and then obviously vice versa. When you lower it, it will just give you them as they come through. And then the sensitivity, you lower that. So if you put that, say, on 1,
okay,
and then say put the confirmation period on 1.
So the confirmation period, is that like the number of candles it's seen or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I do that now, I should get. Okay.
So yeah, you just have a play with it. Obviously, you're on the 1 minute chart at the moment, aren't you?
Let's go. What's a good one to look at? 15, something like that.
Yeah, put that on. It's just loading. Just loading through at the moment. There we go.
Okay, so I've got like a green one here.
Yeah, catching that move up. Actually, I think I've got the sensitivity the wrong way around. Put the sensitivity up. Put it up to like 10.
Sensitivity on 10.
Let me just the right way around. I filmed it yesterday with all the notes in front of me and stuff like that. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry. So it's the wrong way around. If you want to see more, you up the sensitivity, and then obviously you can lower it down and to get less noise on the chart. So we'd probably want to lower that, wouldn't we? So we didn't have as many on there. So you'd probably about 5. I think I did on the video was a good number for sensitivity.
Yeah, I think I saw TMG setting it to 4 actually.
Yeah, but yeah, super update. 2 updates in 1. But if anyone does want an in-depth view on obviously the latest Stonksy update, you will find it as the latest video posted on the channel. So go and have a look at that after the stream. And we do have 54 people in, so do make sure you drop a like on the stream and do subscribe. I appreciate you all tuning in. And do check the links in the description for various things, such as sign up to BLOFIN, sign up to Stonksy. But yeah, so what was your initial thoughts when we got the flush down yesterday?
I thought it was going to go to 96.
Yeah.
because I don't often look at them sort of like liquidation heat maps and stuff, but I know I saw a lot of videos of people pointing out a load of liquidity at 96k, so I thought that's where it would probably go. Wasn't expecting it to come down to 95, I must admit. In fact, it went as low as, where did it go? 90.
It's gone down below, just this
94.5. I mean, hang on. Okay, let's get rid of. Let's just turn Stonksy off for a moment. I mean, it seems terrible, but it's the price it was on the 2nd of January. So,
a whole week ago.
yeah, I know, which is incredible, isn't it? Because I mean, oh man, it's like.
It's just consolidating, isn't it? It's literally just consolidating.
It is, and looking at that, I mean, there's a range, isn't there? There's the,
the point of panic will become if it loses like 91 to 92k. That's where the prices come into and found demand while it's been consolidating.
Yeah, I mean, there's a sort of range like that, isn't there? So
yeah,
as you say, 91, 92, that sort of thing. Oh dear. So what will it do next? Well,
I actually think today might see some relief just for the fact of squeezing some late short. So anyone who's trying to now short the drop after the drop's already happened, go and give them some pain, punish them for trying to get in the move late. We do have the minutes today as well, but it's only the minutes and it's not an actual FOMC event. It's just the release of the minutes from the last meeting. But so I think we could see a bounce today. Go and punish them late shorts, take some liquidity from above. Whether it's a sustainable bounce or a dead cat, we'll have to wait and see. But it's definitely got a bit of a battle on its hands, and it's to regain some momentum to the upside. But again, is there that much to worry about at the moment? Like I said before, if we lose 91 to 92k, that sort of range where it's found demand, then we're probably going down towards 85. Until then, it's not as bad as everyone probably makes out.
Yeah. Okay. So these long and short labels, they just run off the 1 hour time frame, or the whatever time frame you've set it to, don't they?
Yeah. So say you're on the 1 hour now. Obviously, I know you've got the 1 hour as the alternative time frame.
Yeah.
But if you go say on a 5 minute, then you will see see indication from the time frame you've selected as the alternative one. So that one's got the 1 hour on it.
Yeah, I must admit that's brilliant. That is.
And there is alerts for that as well. You can set alerts for that as well.
Yeah, I've seen that. In fact, shall I?
You just can't set alerts for the arrows.
Yeah. So let's say I want to see when this goes. Let's have a look. I've not done this before, so it's a live demonstration. There you go.
Yeah. Choose the upper one.
What the 160? Yeah. Okay.
And then
why was
for the new?
Why was the 2? Oh, I see. Version 4 and version 2.
Yeah.
Oh, have I got both here? I
don't know why that's still on there. No, I'm not too sure. I don't know why the bottom one's still on there. But we'll go with the.
I'm on version 5 now.
No, I think it's version 4. I think.
Okay.
I think it's version 4.
Okay. Right. So alternate time frame turned green.
Yeah, and then obviously just above that as well, you've got a choice to have both.
Oh, where's that?
Just above. So just above them 3 selections there. So background and alternate time frame.
Right.
So you could choose them both if you wanted to. So say if you've got, say maybe you're looking at the 5 minute and the 10 minute, say, you could have it. So when both of them have turned green, then you could have the alert on for that. Completely customizable, like.
Oh, see. So that's the background for the time frame that this is on now.
Yeah, and the alternative one that you've selected.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And that's not a logical expression, is it? That's not like it doesn't need both of them.
Yeah, so that will be for both of them. So if you just want the old, obviously you can set it for the normal one, like we've got above, like we released a couple months ago. Then you've got one there for them both. So if both of them say change or to whatever condition you have it, if both of them go green, and then you've got the one just for the alternative one as well.
Okay. So let's say alternative time frame turn green. So if you wanted to do that, I'd probably want to see that as soon as it happens. So I'd probably just say only once. That'd be maybe once per bar. So the alternative time frame turn green. So that my alternative time frame is set for 1 hour. Yeah. So if I go BTC, let's say alternative time frame. Let's go. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what we want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, there we go.
I suppose as well. I'd probably set one for when it goes neutral as well, because at that point it would be up to something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So that's the update. Two updates in one. Very useful as well. And we are on to the next one straight away as well. That's already under development. So yeah, carry on pushing, which is good. And yeah, we'll have the next one out as soon as it's ready. And then there is obviously also the message that TMG put in about the bot as well. So that is coming very soon as well. So if you are thinking about getting Stonksy, it's never been a better time to get it with the 2 updates that we've released, the bot coming, and you do get access to the Discord as well as getting the indicator and stuff. So yeah, click that link in the description and sign up.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously we're looking at it here. What's your initial gut feeling on what reaction we get today? What do you think?
Today, let's have a look. I think, let me just go to my normal watch list. I think because everything's red, I think because everything is red pretty much apart from XRP. It kind of makes sense that we're due a bit of green, doesn't it?
I think that we see relief today. Yeah, I think we see relief, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe we do just gig a continuation to the downside. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, so the actual cause of this was just that jobs report thing yesterday, wasn't it?
That come out, but I think this was probably going to happen anyway. I think it was probably going to happen anyway. It was up, wasn't it? That's pretty much straight at the turn of the new year. So I think this sort of wipeout was already going to happen regardless.
Well, because that went up so quick and then it's going to come back down again.
Yeah, just got everyone bullish, didn't it? Everyone bullish straight away into the new year. Crushing a bit of that hopium. Makes sense. We're still only 8 days into January, so I think just wiping out the long side.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of Eric Crown's YouTube channel, and he does a lot of stuff where he looks at statistics of what's happened in the past, and I know that looking at the past, you shouldn't always think that's how it happens, but he does it like really well. He analyzes all the data and stuff, and he was saying that January normally is quite a bad month. It's not a bullish month at all. However, normally the worst of it happens in the first week. So I think what he means by the first week is the first trading week of the year. So that's probably this week we're in now, the sort of Monday to the Friday. So and apparently the worst the worst January ever.
Sorry, mate. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's just turned 1. Do you want to jump off for a few
Yeah.
minutes and then jump back on if you want to go and do that thing?
Yeah.
That you do?
Yeah. Okay. I'll be back literally in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just throw my screen on. Don't worry.
Right. I'll stop sharing and you can grab it back. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me about that, Dave. I'll just go and do it now.
Yeah, no worries. Saver Crypto will be back in a few minutes with us. What have we got? We've got should I buy ADA? I'm not a financial advisor. I do have BLOFIN, but most of my long-term trades still in Femex. I think you're all right, to be honest, big ads. But again, that's not confirmation. Support at 93. This consolidation range, I would say between 91 and 92 is where demand's coming. Justin saying crush everyone, crush the price, and yeah, ruin everyone's hopes and dreams. Worrying thing is we just made a lower high. We could make a lower high and drop below 90k. Yeah, potentially, but you know, I'm personally just focusing on the range. You know, let's approach lower if we lose support. What's up, Gel Glue? Yeah, I've not seen you in a while. How are you doing? Great to see you back. We got Wiz in the chat saying afternoon, gents. Hello, Wizzo. If anyone is new to the channel and you've joined the stream, thank you very much for joining. Do drop a like and do subscribe. It'd be great to welcome you back every single day. I am live Monday to Friday and then once on the weekend too. I've been in the Solana trenches for many days and have made bags. Yes, Gel Glue. That's great to hear. Well done, mate. On the flip, if the market flips here and we're printing a higher low, then hopefully push on and create a higher high. Hey, I'm considering Stonksy as additional indicator for my strategy, but I wonder if Stonksy exposes signals to be picked up by trade and view strategy. I think so, yeah. I believe so. Because we have posted data on the trade and view strategy using Stonksy, yeah. So my answer to that is yes, I think. But yeah, it'd be great to welcome you over to Stonksy. Evinas, we'll be able to see you in the Discord as well. When bullish Dave back? I'm still bullish, mate, in terms of cyclical. Still bullish in terms of cyclical. Nothing's changed. I still believe that we go on and see higher. We eventually see alts rip. But yeah, that was not a nice move yesterday. Well, I suppose if you were short, it's a lovely move. What's up, amigos? Hello, Gurgle. Awesome, thanks. Yes, no worries. So yeah, thank you very much for all your comments. Do make sure that you keep them coming in. It'd be great to obviously hear your thoughts and feelings on the market. And if you just got any questions while we're streaming, do pop them in. And if you're looking for the best place to trade this year, you know, for spot buying and spot selling and futures trading, do click the first link in the description and I'll put it in the chat now for BLOFIN. It's a non-KYC exchange, so you don't need to sign up with your ID. Just an email sign up within 60 seconds. So yeah, do click that. How many minutes left until US opens? 1 hour and 24 minutes is when... Oh, he's back. Yeah, so you're back, mate, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Super. We'll get... do you want me to... I'll stop sharing mine. You can pop yours back on if you want.
Okay. I'll just stick it through the comments, actually. Okay.
But yeah, keep the comments coming in. We've got some good viewership today.
Someone was saying, I'm considering Stonksy as an additional indicator for my strategy, but I wonder if Stonksy exposes signals to be picked up by trading view strategy. Yeah,
I think what that means is, I think because you can run a strategy in trading view, you know, and see like the success rate, the profit and loss, etc.
Okay.
And that is what, so TMG's messaging announcements 2 days ago on Monday, you know, that screenshot of where it was showing the performance. That's taken from trade and view strategy.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Let me add your screen back on there for you. There we go. But yeah, so if you pull up ETH as well, Stonksy caught ETH absolutely superbly on the 1 hour. It caught the run up, then ended the green background, turned red like an hour before we got the drop, and then caught all the drop. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
On the 1 hour it is.
On the 1 hour, okay.
Yeah. Oh, obviously you've got it on there on the alternative time frame, but obviously for seeing the background as it happened, yeah, it caught it absolutely perfectly.
Oh, so when was that? That was
Yeah, right, just in the hour before the stock market opened. But if you zoom out a little bit, you see left. It caught obviously all the run up to on in the green.
So here.
Well, yeah, but to the left, so at the actual run up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a super good switch. That super good switch from obviously catching the pump and then ending the green into the red and then catching the drop. It was really nice.
Yeah, it did that better than Bitcoin actually.
Yeah, I think it got it on Bitcoin on the 1 hour a little bit later. It did catch some of the drop though, didn't it? But I think
it did.
I think the 10-minute caught it the best on Bitcoin. I think.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing, isn't it? To sort of like, keep switching between time frames because it would have been, I don't know, it would have been great to get some sort of inkling of what was going on here, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I suppose we were up at, resistance there. It was starting to come down. I don't know. And we'd been up loads, hadn't we? So yeah, it's a Bart Simpson, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I was going to get my pen and draw a picture anyway. But yeah, classic Bart Simpson, straight up, wiggles around, comes back down again. So what we want to see is the same again, but upside down, don't we? We want to see it do that for a bit and then shoot back up again. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think the recovery probably will be slower this time around. But I do think we do get squeezed today, so we'll have to see, won't we?
I hope you're right, actually, because oh God, I'll tell you what I did was one of my stop losses. It wasn't a full stop loss. It was like it took 75% off, so I had 25% left of the trade.
Yeah,
and that's like quite underwater at the moment. So I kind of did what you're not supposed to do, and I added a bit of margin just to take my liquidation point down to 92k. So hopefully I'll be all right. But yeah, it was a bit of a silly mistake, really. I don't know what I was thinking, but
there we go. We all make them, don't we?
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you want to look at some alts or something, or we're going to assume that everything's in the dumps because of Bitcoin?
Yeah. Well, you can look at Sol. Sol's another one. It caught it lovely on the caught the drop lovely on the 10-minute. It caught the pump and the dump on the 1 hour as well.
Got it here somewhere. Oh yeah. Really? I didn't realise that was below $200 again. That's I haven't got much Solana. I might buy a bit actually, because it's one of the things I'm lacking actually. Do you know? I remember that Satoshi Stacker YouTuber. I remember him talking about Solana about 4 years ago. He said, "I think this is going to be really good," and it, because he'd done a couple of calls for other things before that were completely bad, I sort of ignored it. I thought, oh, it's another one of these, useless altcoins, And how bloody wrong was I?
What price was it? Do you remember?
Oh God, it was nothing. It was like, I don't know. It was like, I don't know. It was like $7 or something. It was like,
yeah,
it was ridiculous. It was like, it's one of them things where like, I think this is the other thing as well, is like there's obviously a lot of new people in the space at the moment, and like when you buy something because you think it's going to be good, and not everything is, but occasionally something will do amazing, won't it? And I think we've all got a story like that, but equally we've all got a story going the other way as well.
Yeah.
I must admit I'm rubbish at holding on to altcoins, because I kind of buy them and I always think they're going to go bad, and then if they go up a bit in money, in value, then I sell them, and then they usually like do a 10x from there.
Yeah. Normally how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, I mostly have Bitcoin really, and Bitcoin, CRO, Swissborg, EGLD. That's about it for me. But anyway, yeah. So Solana's good. So what we need to know is what's going to happen next, and when's everything going to go back up, or when's everything going to go further down? So how do we do that?
Get your crystal ball out. No, I think another key thing to obviously have pinpointed is, you know, Trump's how do you say, is it inauguration? I can't say that word. Can you say it?
Inauguration.
Yes. On the 20th. So yeah, that's on the 20th. So, you know, potentially are we seeing a bit of a fake out, you know, a bit of mind games before that happens too, potentially.
It's something like that, isn't it? It's
that's obviously something to consider as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just finding the market really hard to trade at the moment, I must admit. I'm normally quite good, and at the moment I'm a bit lost. I'm a bit lost. I really don't know which way things are going to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what trading ranges are meant to do, aren't they? You know, they're there to, when something's stuck in a range, it chops people up, doesn't it? You know, that's what it's there to do before it takes its next direction. Chops people up, it builds liquidity either side, and then obviously when it takes its direction, it will just use the liquidity on the side it's running as fuel.
Yeah, there was something TMG was talking about the other day. He was talking about they're developing like a Telegram bot or something, so you can say, is it a good time to buy whatever? And then Stonksy would look at the weekly time frame, I think he said, and it would look of that particular thing, and it would say, you know, what had happened in the past, sort of thing. So,
that's interesting. What have you got drawn there? Have you been making some plans?
Oh no, that was just Bitcoin. That was
right.
That's obviously me. Actually, let's have a look.
Yeah, you might have to knock that alternative time frame off, or knock Stonksy off.
I've lost my Stonksy thingy. Where's that gone?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Is that it?
Yeah. What's it doing down there?
I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah. Weird.
So if you had that, is that gonna? Yeah.
So if I turn off,
what is it doing down there? That's an interesting question.
I don't know.
I don't know. If you just hide it anyway, and hopefully that will turn it off, won't it?
Let's do that for the moment.
Oh no, it's not that one.
Oh, what's going on?
What is going on?
Is that? Oh.
Oh, okay. There we go. Right.
Oh, that's for the.
Is that for the oscillator?
Yeah. Right. Oh, that's interesting. I must have drawn that ages ago.
Yeah, looking at last cycle.
I think what I was saying, because this was 2021, that was like a double top, and then we dropped. And I think I was probably saying that they might double top again and then drop again here. And I think I was aiming at, you know, next Christmas for being another low.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting was obviously on Monday's stream was Imagine Project was pointing out, you know, the potential similarity between that last consolidation part, early 2021, before we got that, you know, the last leg up, compared to now. So if
when was that?
So if you go to January 2021 ish.
Okay, so about
and then up, like that sort of consolidation there.
Oh, what, the spare?
Yeah, and then obviously looking at that compared to now was what we discussed on Monday. And then, you know, one final leg and then distribution and then down. And it's not necessarily to say, you know, that we will get a double top again this cycle. You know, it might be like a 2017 where you just top and then that's it.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember as well that second drive, that was when the futures ETFs launched. So there was a lot of hype around them, you know, potentially creating that second top as opposed to just creating a lower high.
Okay. So what was happening round here then? I'm trying to remember. That was the end of.
Oh, do you know what? Do you know what I actually think created that? I think that was, that leg up after that consolidation. I think that was when actually Tesla announced that they bought Bitcoin. I think, or am I wrong? I'm sure that was where. I think it was like that week there where it went from 30k to 50 to 40k. I think that was that week.
That was on my daughter's 17th birthday, so I think that was February. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it went from like 30k to 40k on that week. So we've got Imagine Project in the chat saying, I am running an experiment where I invert the chart and change candle colours. Red becomes green, green becomes red. Well, I suppose, yeah, that's one way to to make it look more bullish. We're ready for Solana season, Sol season. We've got Evalio saying, hi guys, if I'm a beginner to intermediate trader, do you think Stonksy can help me making decisions? And do I need TradingView Premium to add it? Yes, of course. Yeah, definitely, mate. Do go and sign up for it. You'll get plenty of help in the Discord as well. So when you sign up, we'll send you the welcome email, which will have the Discord link, so you'll be able to ask any questions and get all the help you need. We have started a lounge meeting on a Monday to discuss different topics, and there is people active in the Stonksy Radio all throughout the day. And no, you don't need a TradingView to use a TradingView Premium for it. But yeah, so interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. What have you been keeping your eyes on altcoin wise?
Okay. Well, first of all, how do I turn off? So if I just turn off if I do that, that'll stop the labels, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Good. And put Stonksy back on. Oh. Right. Right. So this is on the weekly time frame. Okay. So that's where's it gone? It's gone a bit slow. My computer has, I think.
Stonksy, yeah, Stonksy's not on there, is it? Where has it gone? Maybe the window needs a refresh. Maybe, I don't know.
That's weird. That says update available there.
It seems like you've got a few open. Actually, is that when? I'll tell you. When does that BLOFIN chart go back to? It might be because you're on the weekly chart on Yeah, that's probably why.
Oh, okay.
BLOFIN chart doesn't go back all the way, does it? Okay. You'd have to pull up the index or something like an older chart. Yeah, there we go.
All right, well done. Okay, right. So, what I was going to say was what Jordan was saying was he had this thing where like you'd somehow query what Stonksy said about random altcoins using the weekly time frame. So yeah. I'm not sure how well that would work though. So that's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum. I mean, this is good, isn't it? I mean, this is why I thought Ethereum would blast off, is because it went green on the 2nd of December, and it probably will, It did here, didn't it?
We'll have its time eventually.
Yeah. So Solana.
So that's interesting. So quote says ETH 12k. I don't think so personally. No. Well, what would you say is a rough? What would be your personal estimate for ETH? I'd say cycle top.
Oh, blimey! I'd be guessing really, but I think at some point this year it will break its all-time high.
I think probably around like 7-8k as the maximum, I would imagine.
Yeah, so its all-time high was, what was it, 4.2 or something, was it?
Like 4.8, I think.
Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, right. So if that's the case, then 5's probably on the cards, definitely. And yeah, like you say, that 10k probably. I don't know. It'll probably, that's one of those psychological things it'll try and get towards, and maybe not make it this cycle. I mean, Ethereum is really weird, isn't it? Because like everyone thinks it's dead and everything else is much better, but the reality is that so many things run on Ethereum, and Ethereum is probably used as a crypto, for transactions, probably more than anything else, isn't it? I would guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think anything would. I don't think we'd have to explore like something flipping it.
No.
But undoubtedly the performance of it has been really bad. You have to go to the BTC chart, don't you? And anyone can see that. But that's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm trying to find some.
It will have its time in the sun eventually.
Oh,
wow.
That's the other thing. Why does Stonksy do this sometimes? It's usually when
it's because you've got, so go on your Stonksy settings there on that one.
Why is this different to
go on style?
It's showing the histogram,
so
it?
Turn off histogram and oscillator line.
So why was that showing there?
It's probably just automatically ticked it when you've done the update. So when you've done the update, it's probably just put it back on.
Oh, okay. Oh, does that mean it's changed my thingy as well? Yeah. Oh, I sound like a right newbie here, don't I? I'm but no, I'm just a bit new to these updates. So okay, so the higher time frame is still on 1 hour. That's good, and that's what I set those to, wasn't it? That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before though. Sometimes it's usually when I've gone to a chart that I've not been to before, and it just looks like that with the histogram showing. Anyway, I had some random alts here that I was going to look at. Some of them have been mentioned in Crypto Saving Expert, and some haven't.
Okay.
So read what you want into that. Okay. Right. So this at this point, that looks all weird. So if I do like a option R,
I'm just gonna go to the door, mate. Hang on, someone at the door.
Okay. That'll be Dave's secret Amazon things. Anyway, what I'm looking at here, I'm trying to find a coin that's looks like it's about to go green on the Stonksy background, and something that's like doing quite badly at the moment. This one looks quite interesting. This is called Fusionist. Ticker is ACE. So it's obviously been doing quite well, and then it's had a big dump here. That might be an interesting one to look at. So that might be worth putting on your watch list. APT, what's that? Aptos. Aptos doesn't look that interesting. This one here is only on Qcoin, so we'll forget about that. This is Biconomy. This is one of them things where I'd need to do some studying to find out what it actually is, because I have no idea at the moment. But this is the kind of thing I'm looking for with alts, ones that have, been doing quite well, and then they've like crapped themselves, and they're right down there. That might be an interesting one as well. I mean, everything is on the red background at the moment on the 1 hour time frame. Coty's in a no trade zone. Okay. Yeah, again, that might be of interest. DOT, everyone's saying DOT is massively undervalued, and I totally agree with that. The only problem with DOT is I never quite know how low it will go. Because it has been much lower, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so DOT is probably something I would buy rather than trade at the moment, because, like I say, I don't know how far it will go down. But there's a lot of these things that are probably worth just buying if you think they've got a future. But they've all done the same kind of thing as Bitcoin, haven't they? They've all like shot up and come down again. This is Injective. That looks like an interesting one. IOTA has just had a nice big dump. And Chainlink is so weird. It's like this. I think it should be worth a lot more. I really do. And then we've got Metis. Don't know what Metis is, but Metis is right down. What's that on? Harmony One. Don't know much about that. Optimism. This one's was a bit of a favourite of Spud over at Crypto Saving Expert. He'd been doing really well, sort of, buying and selling Optimism. And that's the point with these things. You could just, spot buy and sell them. And here we're talking about fluctuations of 21%. So, if you can buy something there, sell it there, buy it again there, you might make another 20%, and you can keep compounding your gains that way. Ponky's a meme that I'm not into, so is Popcat. Say is an interesting one as well. A lot of people think Say will do a similar thing to Sui, in which case that's looking good as well.
Nice. I am back.
Oh, was that Jehovah's Witness, was it?
It was the Royal Mail. But I have been sent a package by Steve-O, none other than Steve in UK, if you're still in, Steve. He sent me a package with some stuff in for the stream, which is very kind of him.
What's that in?
He sent me a bunch of stuff. I think one's a wig. I think he sent a couple of other stuff that I'll keep secret, ready, to show on stream. But yeah, he sent me some really nice stuff. So if you're in, Steve, thank you very much. If not, I'll message him.
Yeah. I was just having a look at these this bunch of altcoins I've got here. And they're all kind of ones that have been mentioned by Jordan at some point in time. They're all pretty much the same, really. They're all like, had a nice dump, and then
yeah.
I don't know. I was just saying that I think the thing with these is just like, if you see one you fancy and you sort of like do a bit of research on it and you think it's going to live, it's probably worth buying a bit, of almost any of these, I would say.
Yeah.
With the exception of the memes, maybe. I don't know. I'm not into memes, but I know some people are.
It's always the most challenging thing to do is buy on days like we had yesterday, and obviously cycled over to today, innit?
I know. Especially when you got less money than you had earlier on in the day. I'll tell you a thing I was going to ask you, Dave, is there was a friend of mine yesterday. He's going to get a lump of money as well, like from his pension, I think it is. And he was talking about, is it worth staking it these days? I guess he's talking about maybe staking some kind of, crypto of some sort to earn a passive income.
Yeah.
Now, my kind of thoughts about that is, well, I got involved with bloody Freeway years ago, and I lost a ton of money there. So I'm a bit sort of wary about all this sort of thing, However, I know the more safer platforms like, say, Swissborg, they've got like their yield on various coins and stuff, which I think is probably reasonably safe. But I certainly wouldn't put my life savings into that kind of thing. But I've also got the CRO that I've got to get my card with crypto.com that earns a bit of yield as well. It's not enormous. It's not enormous, but I mean, that's there because I've got the card. So, I think it's as safe as it can be, I just wondered if you had any thoughts about that kind of thing, or if you've ever done anything like that.
Yeah, so it depends obviously on where you stake it as well, isn't it? So I suppose you could split it. Say if you did want to do it, I don't know what. Let me just check actually. Let me just check to see what they're offering on it, because I haven't checked stablecoin yield in a while.
I mean, didn't he get banned in like the UK or something? Or
no, I don't think so. I think not that I know of anyway. Let me see. Where is it?
I mean, there is always the
So
not your
on Coinbase, they're still offering 4.5% on USDC.
who is?
Coinbase.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 4.5% on USDC on Coinbase, and you don't actually have to stake that. All you do is you hold it in your account, and it just gets the yield for you just having it in there. So I think it does like a daily yield.
Didn't they remove USDT from?
No, so it's I think they've removed it from the
Europe
European ones, but obviously we're not in Europe, are we?
No, that's true. Okay.
You
Yeah.
you can still have it, but I think for like anyone in Europe, you can't use it on Coinbase now. No USDT.
Okay. So what was the percentage on that?
4.5% on USDC.
Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. So there's that.
Well, you'll probably be able to find like you'd be able to find like a way to do it on DeFi. I think as a what's the APY on USDE on Athena's stablecoin? I don't know.
No idea, mate.
Would bear in mind crypto staking is taxable in the UK. Yes, Wiz, I'm sure you pay all your capital gains, don't you?
Well, okay, we're looking for a DeFi solution.
What?
Okay, let's look for a DeFi solution.
Yeah. or non KYC, non KYC, maybe.
Well, that's what I thought, because I was thinking, well, I think rather than do that, I mean, say it was like a big chunk of money, like I don't know, like 50 grand or something, then there's no way I'd want to put 50 grand on like some weird exchange and expect to get like 4%, 4% interest,
Yeah.
However, I'd be quite happy to sort of put like 10 grand on an exchange and just do like some very gentle trading, you know what I mean? Sort of like, literally on a day like today, I mean, not even using leverage, like I said before, on a day like today, you buy, and then, on a day like we had at Christmas, when it's 105k or whatever, you sell, and then you buy and you sell, and just do that on an exchange, and then just take whatever you make,
Yeah, well, there's some good info for you. So on BLOFIN, you can stake USDT, so Tether. Now, depending on the duration, depends on the percentage you get. But if you just want a flexible duration, which I'm guessing you can just unstake at any time, you get 3% on that. Then say if you do 30-day staking, you get 3.8%. 90 days, 4.5%. 180 days, 5%. And then if you want to do a year, which is obviously quite risky, that's 5.5%. But I think there's a good sweet spot in there, really. I mean, 3% is nothing to be sniffed at, is it? If you're looking to stake. And what you got to bear in mind as well, something like BLOFIN, you could do that across 10 accounts, so you don't just pile all your money into one account. If you wanted to do, you could do that across 10 different non-KYC accounts. Then if you want to take it all out, then you don't have to then obviously wait for the withdrawal reset as well.
Right, yeah. So yeah, in a way, I'd favour doing that rather than just doing a straightforward yield or something, because you'd make more money for a start, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like 4% for a year, and we can make 4% in a day, can't we? Excuse me.
Yeah. Very interesting though. Yeah, good topic for sure.
Sorry.
You know that will become relevant at some point. You know, when obviously you start to sell holdings into, you know, stables. What do you do with them?
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Yeah. So I don't know what to do until Bitcoin does something today. I think I'm gonna have to sit tight and wait for something to happen. I think.
well, I think you know, just seeing the reaction on US Open, innit?
Yeah.
Reaction on US Open. What happens? Did the ETFs come in and start buying it up? Did he start selling into it? We'll see. Wizard says radium high volume pairings can be quite a good way to do it. Not financial advice. I've been running USDT/Sol pairings with Thai and others up quite nicely, compound really well. So there you go, bit of information from Wiz. But
Okay.
imagine saying, doesn't anyone know if it's possible to live on a Bybit visa? Does it get accepted a visa? I don't know what you mean, mate. I have no idea. And saying to buy gold, it's a terrible idea. And we've got Abdul Malik saying, "Hey mates, if you don't mind me asking, can I connect my BLOFIN account to my MetaMask wallet?" That is an interesting question. And my honest answer to that is, I am not too sure. I'll be honest.
My answer is I don't think so. And why would you want to do that? That's quite weird.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, I wouldn't personally want to do that.
I did have an answer for the Bybit Visa card as well, because I've actually got one now, but it's not a physical card. I've just got a virtual card. Can you live on it? Probably, but I can't because it's a physical card. Sorry, it's good because it's a virtual card, and in the UK where I live at the moment, it doesn't support Apple Pay. So I can't have it on my phone, which means I can't do things like buy petrol with it.
I've got an interesting method for you there. I don't know if it works, but have you ever tried putting it on a Curve card?
No.
So Curve, this is interesting. So Curve is obviously a platform where you can put cards on Curve, and then basically you have a Curve card that you load onto Apple Wallet, and basically what you can do is you can swipe through your cards and say you've got 4 cards on there. You choose what card to have as your active one. Then when you purchase with the Curve card, it takes it out of that one. So basically, Plutus, I used to use Plutus a lot. I got some really good rewards off them, but you couldn't load it on Apple Pay. So what I did was I put it on Curve, set that as my active card, and then obviously use the Curve card, not Curve Finance. It's Curve. I don't what it's just type in Curve. Just type in like Curve card. So then I set Plutus as my active one, and then I was able to use the Plutus one by using the Curve card. That's it, yeah, there. So try sign up to Curve and try putting it on the Curve one, and then obviously add the Curve card to your Apple Pay. Set the Bybit one as your active card, and then you'd probably be able to use it that way because I could do that with Plutus.
All right. Okay.
You can put as many cards on there as you want to.
So you fill your wallet, link all your blah blah. Start spending. So how do they make their money?
They do have plans and stuff. So they have plans that you can just use a free plan, or they have obviously like paid plans. So I'm guessing that's how they make a lot of the money.
Okay.
But it is really good, to be fair. Because I was able to use Plutus on Apple Pay when the Plutus card didn't load on Apple Pay. So yeah, it was good.
Well, that's cool because I can't even use my my crypto.com card with Apple Pay because they don't.
Try putting it on Curve.
So do you actually get? No, you don't have a physical card, or do you?
They send you a physical one as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And you put it on Apple Pay too. So we've got a few comments in here. We've got Wiz saying Ledger Live card is good. I bought USDT on MetaMask and I'm trying to send it to my BLOFIN account. So you don't have to connect it there, Abdullah Mek. Literally, you just go on. So I'm guessing you've bought it on the Ethereum network. So you go on your BLOFIN account, go on to your overview, and then it'll say deposit, and then obviously you'll choose what to deposit. Just obviously select USDT, and then you'll just have to make sure that you select the right network to get the network address up. So if it's Ethereum, obviously select the Ethereum network, and you'll be able to send it that way. You just obviously have to make sure you've got some Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet as well. We've got Scottish Crypto saying Vault Inu have a non-doxed virtual card, works for all transactions I've made over the past year. Also offer physical cards too, but need to dox. Virtual is all you need. All you need is an email. That's interesting. Okay, Vault Inu.
What, VOLT?
VOLT and then Inu, yeah. Got Chef Crypto saying, what underlying card are you talking about? The Bybit card.
Oh, yeah.
It's a business debit card, so they get fees on all transactions as well, says Crypto, Chef Crypto. That's great, Dave. Yeah, it's good, mate. Give it a go. I'd love to know if that would work. So, yeah, hopefully maybe you, Saber Crypto, maybe you could give it a go, putting your Bybit card on there and letting everyone know if it works on the next stream.
On which one?
On if you get the curve one.
Yeah, that sounds like yeah, that sounds like a good thing, really. Voltino. That's not it, is it? Okay. That's something. Is this the card that they were talking about? Voltino? I don't know.
I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think it's at least something good to try. You know, you could try your crypto.com one as well, because then you'd be able to use that on Apple Pay.
Well, that'd be really good, because you know, it's great when you can just go out with just your phone, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But like I say, I mean, I can't imagine any reason why it wouldn't work, because, you know, Plutus wasn't available on Apple Pay, and I was able to use that through the Curve card. So I imagine, you know, you'll be able to use both of them as well.
Okay. What's the reason you stopped using Plutus?
The updated. So this was, when was it? I think I last used it about 2 years ago. They updated the app, and I think they changed the card around, and I couldn't be bothered with what they were doing. They changed the way that you had to load money into the account as well, and I just thought, I can't be bothered with this. I did get decent rewards. I think I got about, all in all, in the time I was using it, I think I got about £600 back in Plutus that I sold. You know, from just obviously using the card. It was good when I was using it. Yeah. And the app wasn't too bad as well. But yeah, they started messing with a lot of the stuff. But I think that coin price is absolutely in the toilet, I think.
It's awful, isn't it? It's like, it's 94% down. That's like,
You got Spud saying that CSC Town Hall has ended.
How is it?
And new discount for CSC. Yeah. So if you do want to sign up for CSC Plus, the link is in the description. Just have to make sure that you're selecting the community plan and the monthly one, and then you use code NY80 as the discount for 80% off, which takes it down to £20 a month, and you do get access to the CSC Plus Discord with that as well. Imagine Project says, if I leave everything on chain and use this method, I will never have a realized capital gain. And then Wiz says, in the UK, it's considered a realized gain the minute you trade out. But if you trade out on a wallet that can be linked to you, that's the crucial thing, isn't it? If that wallet can be linked to you, then yeah, you are fooked. But if it cannot be linked to you, and say you've just traded it out from, you know, somewhere that's not connected to a KYC exchange at all, that can't be linked back to you, then I suppose you could, you know, not telling anyone to do anything illegal or anything that they shouldn't be there, just offering the counter argument to that as a theoretical point.
Yeah.
Love the stream. Yeah, so yeah, SWC is a resident guest now every Wednesday.
I was wondering what you're going to call me then.
Yeah. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, so they have no. So yeah, that's an interesting point. Obviously, you know, because Bybit doesn't serve UK customers, and Imagine Projects just said that they don't serve Australian customers as well. They've got no reason to conform with the FCA. So, why would they need to speak with the FCA when they don't serve UK customers? So that's an interesting point there made by Imagine Project, and a very true point as well.
Yeah, and I did, I've got the virtual card because I used Bybit with my Palo ID. And when I applied for the card, I had to give an address, and I just chose a random hotel from Palo.
There you go.
And it seemed to work okay. So, yeah. And what I found interesting with that was I paid my gas bill with it, and I got cash back. And most cards don't give you cash back on utility payments, so that's worth bearing in mind. I don't know if that's because they didn't know that it was a utility bill or whatever, but yeah. So there's that. Yeah. So what do you reckon about Bitcoin then?
Where are we? Pull it up. Let's have a look. We're still looking at the Voltinu thing there. So we're coming back down a bit, aren't we?
Well, yeah, but I mean that was that low this morning at 11:42, so we're on a little bit from there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll just chop around, it's perfectly possible that it just chops, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean I think the range is whatever we said, like 91 to 102 or something.
Yeah. But it doesn't necessarily, I mean, personally, I think we probably see some relief, but it doesn't necessarily have to do anything. It could just chop around between 95, 94K.
Yeah. So I think for anyone not in the trade, I'd be looking for the next green on Stonksy on the 1 hour. And I think when you see a green there, I would sell a kidney and pile in.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't financial advice, by the way, or medical advice either. But yeah, that's what I do. I don't think Ethereum's looking. I mean, because Ethereum's not had an all-time high, for years. I really do think it will be good. I really do think.
Yeah.
This will shoot up one day. Hopefully, quite soon. All that. I'm going to have to go at 2:00, Dave. So.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
So, if there's anything you want to talk about specifically, please say so. Let's have a couple.
I enjoyed that. That was a good discussion, wasn't it? About the cards, though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, it's. I mean, to be honest, with the whole crypto thing, I kind of like it when you've got stuff that you actually use, like every day.
Yeah.
Which, in a way, is why I'm quite bullish on Crypto.com and their CRO coin, because it's a big company, they serve worldwide, and they're doing okay. And I've had their card since 2020, and I've used it every single day as far as I can remember. And I can't say of any other crypto type company that I've used every day apart from TradingView.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of like, it's what I do, and I kind of realize as well that I get the every Monday or so I look at the amount of cash back I've got, which is in CRO, and I stake it, and so in a way that's the coin that I've DCA'd into most in the world ever, which is incredible to think about, really. So there's that. Swissborg is the only place I've ever bought crypto with fiat. So I kind of use that, but obviously they haven't got a card or anything, so I don't use that for like regular day life. And I mentioned the other day in one of my videos, I mentioned X Portal from Multiverse X, and the problem with it, it's a beautiful app and it's a great sort of wallet thing, But for any normal person, there is no reason to use it. Like I wouldn't say to my sister-in-law, say you should really get this app, because there'd be no reason to have it. Whereas I would say it might be worth getting a crypto.com card, just have the free one, and that might be useful.
I haven't been on that in ages on X Portal.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of involved because I had a load of it, and I started doing the farming for the MEX token back in 2020, and that's how I got my first 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. They were all like Romanians from what was Elrond in those days, and that's what I started doing, and I honestly thought that by this time, all that kind of I think it was called MEX, and then it was called LK MEX if it was locked. And I thought that by then it would all be unlocked, and I'd be sort of, living the life now, sort of on what I'd earned, And then, of course, along the way they changed the tokenomics, made everything completely complicated and just weird. So it's just a really strange company, and I don't know what they're doing.
What is that card like? Is it good, or is it?
Well, that's the thing. That there isn't a card I can use in the UK because they don't serve the UK.
Have you tried using I want to sign up with it?
You what?
Have you tried using your Palau ID to sign up with it? I suppose they wouldn't email it. They wouldn't send it to the UK though, would they? The card, unless it's just a digital one.
I don't know. I think the fact that I've done it already, it would be difficult to change. Maybe.
Yeah.
There is that. And also, I think it's still in my French address as well. So I'll probably just leave it there, to be honest.
Yeah. What is it? Elrond doing at the moment? Where is the price?
They've got their boss, Benjamin Minku, and he does these town hall speeches every now and again, and I haven't a bloody clue what he's talking about. It's just complete futuristic nonsense. It's just I kind of watch it and I think, what's he on about? And he has some weird vision of the future where I don't know, to be honest. I don't get it. But anyway, part of the reason I'm not bothered about the cards was what I've heard from people in Europe who do use the cards. They call it X money, I think it's called. It's what used to be UTK. UTK was UTK still is the ticker for the actual token that powers all that. What I've heard is the actual card cashback is absolutely minuscule, and I've even heard of someone who's been waiting like a year to get his cash back, which is nonsense. So obviously that side of it isn't working.
Yeah.
The only thing is there were some photos, and I don't know if they're real photos, but there were some photos of Benjamin Minku sort of shaking hands with Elon Musk, and a lot of people were speculating that was something to do with the fact that all the Elrond stuff is now X something,
Yeah.
And they're the company doing the cards is called X Money, which I think Elon wanted, a business called X Money. So people were speculating the idea that they kind of met. Now, someone asked him that question on the last town hall a couple of weeks ago, and said, "Did you meet Elon Musk?" And he said, "I cannot answer that." And I think that might be nonsense. I think that might have just been a fake photograph. But, there's always a possibility it was for real. And maybe Elon Musk will all of a sudden say, "Oh, no, it's not Doge. It's EGLD that's going to be the currency of Twitter." I mean, it's a really, a distant thing, but I don't think that's going to happen. But, some people are thinking that maybe that is the sort of thing that is going on. So beyond that, they've got this DEX called X Exchange, that you can only really do stuff with the Elrond type tokens, so things that run on the Multiverse X blockchain.
Yeah.
Now they were talking about making that multi-chain. I think they were anyway, and that hasn't happened yet. X Portal itself does have a wallet in it that is multi-chain. So I suppose if you had X Portal on your phone, you could make payments, but you can't directly do card payments. That has to go through the X money. The whole thing is like really, really complicated. And then what they have as well, they have this X Launchpad, which is like a project launchpad, where they have 4 projects a year. And what's happened with almost everyone is the token's completely died as soon as it's been launched.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's one at the moment. It's called like Nexus AI or AI Nexus or something. But that one seemed really promising, but it's early days. But that token is now back down to the price you could have got it at the launch. So the whole of the Multiverse X ecosystem, it should be brilliant, but it's all just so weird and just not quite right. And they've got this guy called Adam Bates in charge of it now. And Adam Bates he's the guy who made Cardano famous, I believe. And I think he's also worked for other brands like Ferrari or some, I don't know, some car company, some luxury car company.
Yeah.
And he's a guy who kind of his job is to make the world aware of brands. So that's his job at the moment. And there's a possibility he might do something with it, but I don't know. It's all depending on him, really. But the problem I have is this Benjamin Minku guy, who I just can't understand what he's talking about. And I should be able to, because I've sort of lived and breathed Multiverse X since 2020.
Yeah.
And I listen to him. I think, well, what are you talking about? Anyway, that's why I think that's part of the reason I think EGLD is suffering, and the whole nobody's using those platforms because no one's quite sure what they're all about.
Yeah, well, they really missed a trick with not trying to get themselves out there as like the Solana competitor, didn't they?
Yeah.
In terms of a network that could provide, mass volume, handle loads of transactions, extremely cheap. They really missed the trick. They should have really been, aiming themselves as, yeah, you can do all this on Solana, but you can also do exactly the same as that on Elrond. So they really missed it with that, and you do wonder, is it just too far gone? Do you know what I mean? At this point, like, what is if they're not getting any traction from like when it's the same for Polkadot, innit? If they're not getting any traction with when everyone's obsessed with memes and stuff like that, what is actually going to bring people onto there?
Yeah. It's an interesting business, this, and I think you have to get your timing right, don't you? You have to be on the wave of whatever's hip at the time,
Yeah.
And all that. I'm gonna have to shoot off, Dave.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you very much for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure, and see you on next week's stream.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, sorry, it was a bit of a weird one today. It was a bit of a random chat about everything, wasn't it? But
that was superb.
But we didn't even talk about what we're having for lunch, did we?
No, we didn't. I had a couple of eggs and a bit of sliced beef on a toast, and that's what I had.
Yeah, I had a bit of cheese on toast. Anyway,
fantastic.
All right. I'll see you next Wednesday then. And
mate. Everyone, make sure you do go and drop Save Crypto. Follow on both on X and on YouTube. Is linked in the description. I'll be staying on for the next hour and around the next 45 minutes. So do make sure that you stay with me. But big thanks to Save Crypto. Do make sure you go and show him some love over on his channels.
Thank you very much. And by the way, I am about 40 subscribers off 8,000 subscribers. So I'd love like 40 more subscribers. Anyway,
well, we've got 40 people watching. So if a lot of you guys go and do some work for him, we should get him very close to there.
Yeah, go on. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you next week.
See you in a bit. Bye. Right, there we go. That was Save with Crypto. Like I say, I'll be staying on, so do not go anywhere. Just up the background music a little bit, and then I'll check the chat, because I haven't checked the chat in a while. Let me go and share my screen anyway. Get that back on there. So let me go and see where we was up to in the chat. Let's see what we've got going on here. Where was we up to? We got Wiz saying, interestingly, on 4-hour Bitcoin on Stonksy, the only time the red was nailed was 2022. And that, yeah, we don't really say to use the 4-hour for high time frame. We say to use the 2-hour. Obviously, unless you're going on to the daily or weekly charts, which, as for why, you can find on the Medium page. So if you go onto the Stonksy website or just on Medium and find it, there is a case study on the Bitcoin 2-hour chart right here for refining and optimizing Stonksy on the Bitcoin 2-hour chart, which does help you catch them higher time frame trades. So thank you for that, Wiz, for pointing that out. We got Spud saying, I'm a Mex farmer and Romanians are quite unexcitable. Yeah, I suppose it sounds like it. And we've got Imagine Project saying, sometimes you watch, I hear someone talk. Yeah, do get them likes up as well. Do drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you are new. It will be a pleasure to keep you over on the channel for my daily streams. What is the best crypto cashback card for UK? I'm not sure, but I've seen Wiz mentioned the Ledger Live card before. I'm not sure if you get cashback with that or what's the deal with that, but personally, I don't use any crypto card anymore, so I'm not the best person to answer that. But if anyone does have any recommendations, I know Wiz said the Ledger Live card. Is that cashback card, Wiz, or is it just for you to spend your crypto? But yeah, we'll obviously be waiting for Bitcoin's reaction in 25 minutes when the US market opens. In the meantime, what should we look at? Do get your recommendations in the chat for me to look at some altcoins. We'll go and have a look at DOP, because DOP is approaching its most recent lows. So this is obviously one that we've kept our eye on the streams for a while now. Doesn't look like it's going to follow this route at the moment anyway, so we'll get rid of that. But yeah, DOP is heading towards where it hit its all-time low of around 12. Can't see what it is. Let's see. 12.32. So not too far away on that. So we'll see what happens with DOP. We'll keep a close eye on that. We've got Doge obviously retracing some of them gains that it made. So yeah, overall, not too good for altcoins at the moment. We've got Sui as well. Obviously broke above its all-time high. I don't know why I had this outlined. I can't remember what that was for. But obviously broke above its all-time high and has now dropped back below where it previously struggled to get over. So we'll keep an eye on that as well to see what happens with Sui. Potentially comes back into here. Potentially comes back into this consolidation zone. Yeah, Spud says Ledger CL card. You get 2% cash back in the BXX token, or 1% back in Bitcoin or ETH. And you can buy a Ledger with Crypto Saving Expert. So yeah, if you go on to cryptosavingexpert.com, this is obviously where you'll find the page to sign up for CSC Plus on that 80% discount as well. So if you click Join CSC Plus at the top, you toggle down to the plans. Now make sure that you're selecting the monthly, so don't be on annual. Toggle over so it's on monthly. And then it's this Community Plus one. So you'll click sign up, you use code NY80, which will take this £100 a month down to £20. So, £20 a month, it's along the same lines of, your Amazon, Netflix subscriptions, things like that. And you will obviously get access to all the Academy and the CSE Discord as well. So £20 a month, you can't complain, can you? So that's NY80 on the monthly plan. But yeah, obviously on guides, so this is where you'll be able to get one. So if you go to wallets, hardware, and then we'll find the ledgers here. So obviously go on to cryptosavingexpert.com. Obviously you can click any. Buy Ledger wallet. Let's have a look actually. How much is that? That Stacks is expensive, isn't it? That Stacks is very expensive. Obviously, we do have these options here, the cheaper ones. Yeah, that Stacks is an expensive one. There's also the Flex. But yeah, let me know, actually. Be interesting to discuss hardware wallets. What hardware wallets do you use? I'd be very interested to know what hardware wallets you guys use. Personally, I do have a Ledger, but I don't use it anymore. I use a Keystone, I use an LEPAL, and I use a Trezor. Yeah, LEPAL one's good. Keystone one's good as well. Yeah, let me know in the chat what hardware wallets you guys use. We've got 20 minutes until US Open, so yeah, we'll fill our time. So if you've got any questions in the meantime or discussion, or just let me know what altcoins you want me to look at, and we'll have a look at them. Yeah, you can find all that on the CSE Plus website. On the CSE website, sorry. We're getting a slight little push up on Bitcoin. Slight little push up. Yeah. Not really anything massive, but a slight little push up. We'll see what happens today when the market's open. Something I drew out before, which is interesting too, is this trend line on Solana that we have currently come in. So this goes back into December, and we did come down, test it, and held above. Did drop below, but then got back above, retested it again for support and held. So this is potentially something to keep an eye on as well. But yeah, thank you to all 38 of you that are still here. Massive appreciation to you for spending some of your Wednesday with me, and those of you that do spend every day with me. Do make sure that you liked and subscribed, and do make sure you click that link in the description to sign up to BLOFIN, the best non-KYC exchange in crypto. So yeah, you just sign up with an email. It takes under 60 seconds, and you can use it worldwide with a VPN too. So yeah, go and sign up for BLOFIN. We're saying cow. Let's have a look at cow. We got Mr. Delta saying I use Trezor and Tangum. Yeah, I've been meaning to get a Tangum wallet for a while. I've been meaning to get a Tangum wallet for quite a while now. Let's have a look at cow. Let's see. Where have we come? So come back into. Oh, so it was interesting when we was looking at this, wasn't it? It did come down a lot more. I remember drawing that. That must have been before Christmas that we looked at cow the last time. He's coming back into retesting the Sono as outlined by Stonksy here with the two support lines. This kind of zone in it, where it's found resistance and support, clear SR zone, and has come and held so far. It's not a bad risk reward there for if you're looking to long cow, in validation of it breaking below, in which case it probably heads back down towards here-ish. But yeah, in the meantime, it is holding where it's supposed to. 21 in a bearish cross through the 50 on daily Bitcoin. Last time it crossed in from above. The mean was 18th of April 2024. So that was obviously as it started to trend downwards, weren't it? Tangum was compromised last week. Oh, was it really? Oh, wow. Was there any repercussions from it? Was there any funds stolen or anything? But yeah, cow's looking good. Cow's looking good for a bounce. Keep your questions and stuff coming in though. Got just over 15 minutes to go. Got just over 15 minutes to go till US Open, and we'll see what's in store for Bitcoin on the Open. So if you are going to stick around, thank you very much. I would love you all to stick around. But if you've got to go, yeah, just do make sure that you signed up for BLOFIN, signed up for Stonksy. And if you want to earn yourself a little bit of extra cash, you can become an affiliate of Stonksy as well. That's in the description too. Mr. Delta saying there's nothing wrong with my Tangan wallets. That's good. That's good. That's what we want, innit? That's what we want. Your wallet is to be secure. Oh, I do apologise about my yawn. I do apologise. But what's your overall feeling? Let me know in the chat, up or down on US Open. Obviously not straight away, but you know, for the rest of the day, what's your overall feeling, or maybe your gut feeling? Up or down for the rest of the day once the US market opens? I think up, but we'll see if I'm wrong or not. Rug it now. Links had quite a retracement on it too. Nice catch again by Stonksy there. Caught the pump nicely too. FTM. So is Sonic on now? Oh no, so I think someone said it's the 10th, innit? But again, FTM got battered again. WIF got it pretty hard as well, didn't it? Back into its recent lows. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's giveth today. What is the market in store for? It's definitely going to be interesting, that's for sure. It's definitely going to be interesting. I think TMG might be live, you know, as well. I think TMG might also be live at the same time. Let's go and see. Oh no, it was a video. It was a video, yeah. So do make sure you go and check out TMG's video as well after the stream. Don't go anywhere now. But he did post a video 20 minutes ago. Suppose we could watch it together, couldn't we? Just let me know. Let me know if you guys. Let me pause this. Let me know if you guys can hear this. If I put this on, let me know how this is for you.
Bitcoin had a massive drop-off yesterday, losing around 7% of its value in the past couple of days now since it reached its high of around 102.
Let me know. Did that come through perfectly fine for you? Could you hear that come through or not? Yes, says Adam Russell. Good. All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We've got 15 minutes until US market open. Should we just watch this? Should we watch TMG's video? Might as well, mightn't we? Might as well give it a watch.
$1,500. That was largely in part due to some news that we're going to discuss in about 1 moment's time. Now, the question is, are we making a big old bull flag right now, or are we just going to do the same thing that you can kind of expect from Bitcoin over the past few years, which is just to lose all momentum and then just dump back to the downside? Now, there is something that will cause that to happen. We're going to discuss that in like 20 seconds time. But until then, Stonksy did some amazing positions. This is one on Ethereum that it took in the past 24 hours, and this has resulted in a net gain from entry to where we are right now in around 8.43% profit. What's going to happen next? Well, we've got stagflation, potentially, because yesterday the JOLTS report came out. That's the Job Opening and Labour Turnover Survey, and the Job Opening and Labour Turnover Survey basically showed that job openings are rising, but hires are falling. Which is not good news, because that can lead to something called stagflation. And stagflation is the combination of high inflation, stagnant economic growth, and elevated unemployment. It's a very difficult scenario to get out of. It's something that we experienced during the 1970s, and it basically created a 10-year problem. There's no better way to put it than a 10-year problem. So if you're interested in what's to come in today's video and you appreciate the introduction of some more camera angles, then do slap a like on today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those channel notifications, because we're back. We're not quite bullish, but we are back, and the prices are not going so good. But we can still make money from that, because all we need to make money in this industry is volatility. Volatility is your friend, it's not your enemy. Just make sure you're on the right side of it. So slap a like, subscribe, and let's crack on with today's video, because we've got to discuss what is currently going on with the price of Bitcoin, which is now $95,268. Now, if we analyze this on a smaller time frame, like the 10 minutes, and we look at what Stonksy did in the past 24 hours, we can see here by loading up Stonksy, Stonksy took a short position on.
There we go. So there we go. Got TMG obviously showing Stonksy's performance too. So yeah, do make sure if you are viewing and you're not a Stonksy user, I know a lot of you are, but if you're not, do make sure that you click that link in the description to sign up to Stonksy. And if you are still thinking about it, you can still go and trade on BLOFIN as well. But we will be releasing the bot into BLOFIN for all Stonksy users to get on with. So you are going to miss out massively if you're not signed up to both. So at least get signed up to BLOFIN in the meantime.
Coin around these levels here, around $101,500, and that position is now around 6.22% in profit. Now, I already closed my Stonksy short position for a profit, and I didn't short Bitcoin, I shorted Ethereum. And as you'll know, if you were watching on stream yesterday, I actually closed my trade probably a little bit early. I closed it around this level here, around $3,400, because the aim of the game this year is not to continue to just hold on to things non-stop. The aim of the game is to take profits and re-enter into trades to flip this account right here that I've got open on BLOFIN from $10,000 into $100,000. Now, you can get BLOFIN, you can sign up for that in today's video description, and if you use that link in today's video description, you get entered into this draw. Now, there's 12 days left on this draw, but basically, they're giving away $200,000 if you're one of the users that signed up at the start of December. You already got given a bunch of money. BLOFIN actually distributed a bunch of money to people that signed up on a link, which is very kind of them. It's not like other exchanges that just make up these giveaways. They actually do pay out. So sign up on the link in today's video description. You can use it in the not-so-free zones as well as the free zones as well with zero KYC. So going on from that, though, shills aside, what is going on with the prices? Well, they're going down. And the question is, if we pull Stonksy off the chart and we do some analysis, what can we expect from the prices right now? Well, I want to pull up the VRVP, because that's going to give us some kind of price ranges, some kind of price expectations, and show us where that liquidity is sitting. We can see around $96,000, $97,000 up here. We have another range of liquidity, and we can see all the way up here around $99,000. We have another range of liquidity. But what I find particularly concerning is when you go over to the daily chart, and I pull all of these drawings off the chart so we can get a clear view on it. What we've got on the daily chart is this big old problem down here. $63,000 has got so much liquidity down there. Are we going to come down and are we going to take out that liquidity? Because if we do something like that, we're going to end up in a scenario which is not so pleasant. Because, I mean, it kind of also makes sense. If Trump's going to come in and he's going to make a bunch of tariffs, which is what the market is scared about right now, as well as potential stagflation, tariffs will create worse stagflation. It will make the economy slow down significantly, and the problem that you can see from this chart, it seems very evident. There's a debate in America going on at the moment. Let's go full screen. There's a debate in America going on at the moment about the H-1B form. The H-1B form allows people to immigrate into the USA, and that form allows people of high skill to get jobs in the USA. Under the previous Trump government, he wanted to remove the H-1B form. However, because Elon Musk is now basically going to be president of the USA, Trump wants to keep the H-1B form in direct conflict to where his previous opinion sat. The problem with this is if you keep the H-1B form in its current situation and basically allow them to hire foreign unskilled workers, you end up with a scenario like this, whereby job openings are rising, but hiring is falling because people aren't hiring American. And this is an issue to the country. If you don't hire American, and this is American data, then you end up with increasing unemployment at the same time, because job openings, although they're increasing for lower skill or higher skilled labor, but you can't get the higher skilled labor into the country. So we can end up in a pretty messy scenario here 12, 18 months down the line, especially if you add tariffs into the mix. That's not to say that this is a bad thing on Trump, and I think it's going to be highly entertaining in about a week's time. What date are we on now? We're on the 8th of January. So we've only got 12 days to wait. Then Trump comes in and all hell's going to break loose. It's also not to say that I'm in giga bearish on Bitcoin right now, because I'm really not. I see a lot of people coming out of the woodwork and saying, we're going to dump, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I think that these levels down here seem pretty attractive for Bitcoin, especially when you look at these charts over here, such as the liquidation heat map, and we go over and we look at the 6-month liquidation heat map on Bitcoin, and we see we've got a big level, hundreds of millions of dollars of liquidations down at this $60,000 level and not much above, meaning that we've got a lot of trapped liquidity down there that basically you've got people with long-term legacy long positions that would get liquidated if the price, I mean, the people that went long in this range here that are expecting higher highs, they're not expecting a 30% drop off. But something that's important to point out is in every single bull market ever, if we look at this chart, you always end up with these giga drops during the middle of a bull market. That's a 54% drop off. This one here, although it's not in the middle of the bull market, kind of signals the end of it. Again, a 51% drop off. We can see just at the very start, if I'm to zoom right in and go literally right to the very start of the previous bull market, this drop here, although on a chart it doesn't look that big, it was actually quite sizable. If we look at the size of this drop here, and if I want to measure it, come on, press the right button, 18% drop off. Now, again, we had another one right here. We don't expect these things to happen, but they do happen. That's a 15% drop off. But typically, you can expect 30% drop offs in bull markets. And if we go back to where Bitcoin's price is right now, and we say, okay, we'll get a 20% drop off from where the current price sits. If we're to measure a 20% drop from here to here, where does 20% take us? 20% takes us down into the mid $70,000 range. So don't be confused as to why that's happening if it does start happening, because there is quite a good possibility of that happening. When it comes to Ethereum, though, I'm bullish on ETH. In fact, right now on the 5-minute chart, Stonksy on this one 5-minute candle is actually considering entering into a long position. Now, that candle is yet to close, so whether that stays or not remains to be seen. It can be that you've got to wait for the candle to close in order for that position to confirm.
So yeah, some interesting stuff there. SMFC says, what's going on? Where's Dave? We just had some time to kill before US Open. So I just thought I would watch Jordan's latest video live on stream while we was waiting for the US Open. There wasn't really many altcoin suggestions coming in. So yeah, I thought we'd just watch Jordan's latest video all together while while we're waiting for US Open, which was it's been kind of nice, to be fair. Mr. Delta says, I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously he's not, but he is going to have a lot of influence. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. He seems to be wanting to gather like an Avengers of global elites that he's obviously on board with, isn't he? Britain's his next target of helping his chosen party gain election. However, he did actually say the other day that he believes that they should have a different leader instead of Farage. Now, whether that's just PR or whether he actually believes that is going to be interesting to see. But yeah, some interesting stuff there. Obviously, the main takeaway is Stonksy's performance. Superb. For those of you that have just joined the stream, welcome to the stream. Do drop a like and subscribe, and do make sure that you click the links in the description to get performance like this. Let me just take it back to get. I keep missing it there. As Jordan's shown on his latest video, to get moves like this, caught the last pass on the 1 hour here on ETH, caught all the move up from here, flipped red the hour before the crash, then caught all the move down here, but then also you go to lower time frame charts like this, catching the move, like ETH catching the move, We're actually in the green now, aren't we? On the 5 minute on each. So that'll be interesting to see if that develops into some sort of bounce. Like my personal expectation is that we bounce today. How high? I'm not. We'll wait and see. But yeah, do make sure you sign up to BLOFIN as well to do all your trading. If you're looking to hit your 2025 goals, or you're looking for a place to buy and sell spots, and maybe you're looking to buy today, maybe you're looking, to plan on selling in the coming months or whatever. It's non-KYC, so you just sign up with an email, and you can use it worldwide with a VPN as well. So if you are in a region where, it's a bit difficult for you to get on non-KYC exchanges just using your IP address, you pop a VPN on, put yourself somewhere nice, and then, you're on. Alongside that, all assets are custodied in Fireblocks. So BLOFIN obviously don't have any access to dabble in any funds like we've seen in the past with terrible exchanges. So all in all, the best exchange for you to trade on this year. We've got James saying GM, guys. Hello, James. Thank you very much for joining. Is TMG live? No, it was a video. It was a video. So it's the video that is put out about half an hour ago. We were just having a little watch of it while we were waiting for US Open. Really good video. So, do make sure you go and check that out after the stream to finish it off or watch it from the start. But we are getting close now to US Open. We've got 2 minutes to go. So let me put the background music back on. I think we are going to bounce Reggie. Whether we do or not, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we've got 41 viewers now. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. And let's see what happens. We've got 1 minute to go till US Open. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I can give you some suggestions. Yeah, we'll have a look at them. We'll stay on the Bitcoin chart for US Open, which is coming in just a minute. And ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding 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 ding. Let's see what we're getting. First 15 minutes. I am going to have to run the toilet really quickly though. So all 40 of you, do make sure that you stay on. I'll just be 1 or 2 minutes. And in the meantime, if you're not signed up to BLOFIN, like I just mentioned, I guarantee you'll be able to click that link in the description, and I'll put it in the chat as well. And you'll be able to create an account before the time I get back. That's how quick you can create one and start depositing straight away. So I will be back in just a second. And I'm back. Yes, really. Great to see you. Trump sentencing is on the 10th of January. Trump sentencing, how can they sentence the president? Because he's not back in office yet, is he? So I think they've been a bit sneaky where they've got it in, obviously, before he gets put back in office on the 20th. Looking pants again for the Bulls. So only the first couple minutes. Wouldn't read too much into it. Wouldn't really read too much into it in the first couple minutes. Like I said before, though, I mean, I'm expecting relief to the upside, but it might just be the case that we do just chop around at these levels for, today, maybe till the end of the week. Who knows? Doesn't necessarily mean that we have to, insta bounce or, drop again. We could just chop around at these levels for a couple of days. Ooh. Either way, he ain't going to jail now. No. Possibility to take liquidity around 90k before it runs at all-time high again. Anything is possible. Yeah, anything's possible. No one would be dumb enough to go after Trump now. Exactly, and that's why you've just suddenly seen, you've seen Dana White, you've seen Mark Zuckerberg suddenly come out, haven't you, and say, we're going to work against censorship now. They've put Dana White, obviously, a massive supporter and friend of Trump. He's put him on the Meta board. That got announced yesterday. Then Zuckerberg's done a video saying, we're coming out and we're gonna stop interference in elections and censorship and stuff like that. You've had Tim Cook of Apple donate to Trump's inauguration as well. I think he donated $1 million. So, you've had all these people suddenly that are just, clearly pro-Democrat, suddenly gone, suddenly now, obviously, sniffing up Trump's backside. He's the most powerful man in the world again, isn't he? We are getting a pump now. We are getting a pump. Very nice. Very nice. Keep it going. Keep it going. Go on. Squeeze shorts. What we want. We want all these late shorts. People that have got into. If we got a pump today, even back towards say here. If we got a pump back towards say here. That would basically be all the people that have missed this move when it's all the way down here. People around here, even here, being like, I want to short this. I want to get some downside. Oh, well, you're too late. Sorry, the move's already happened. Bang, squeeze, stop loss, liquidations taken. Thank you. Good night. But I think this is going to be a key area on the chart here. We are pushing back up nice. Someone mentioned Sui then, didn't they? Let's go and have a look at the ones that SMFC mentioned. OP on the 15 minutes, Sui on the 15 minutes, Say on the 15 minute. Oh, so yes, 15 minutes doing really well then. Obviously catching the downside, I'm guessing. Let's wait for Stonksy to load. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, catching the downside nicely. On Sui there, let's have a look at Stay. Guessing the same. What was the other one? OP as well. Stonksy's absolutely smashed it, and it got the pump all last week as well. Don't just focus too much on the drop that it's caught this week as well. It got the pump all last week. So yeah, absolutely stellar performance from Stonksy into the new year. Again, yeah, in from here. Obviously, we did have a bearish arrow as well. And then OP again, guessing the same, yeah, same playbook. Absolutely fantastic. And then there was another one, was there? H-bar on the 1 hour as well. Let's have a look at H-bar. Still caught a nice drop on the 15 as well, even from down here. Still caught the last leg of it on the 15 on H-bar on the 1 hour. This is some sort of diagonal trend line that I drew on it as well, which seems, still acting as thing. Oh, yeah, caught a drop on the 1 hour on H-bar too. Let's see what Sol's doing. Is Sol going to reclaim $200 today? Is Sol going to claim $200? Nice one on Sol on the 1 hour as well. Yeah, we've looked at plenty of Stonksy's capabilities. Yeah, obviously, if you do want results like this, do click that second link in the description and sign up to Stonksy. You do get access to the indicator, which we released an update on Friday for alternative time frame labels and bullish and bearish arrows as more information on the market. And you do get access to the Discord as well. The 15 is fire. Yeah, really good. Let's go back over and have a look. I think it's retraced all that pump on it. Yeah, all the way back down. All the way back down. Dump it, says Jalapeno. Dang, that was short-lived. Yeah, but it's only the first 10 minutes, isn't it? I wouldn't pay too much attention to this. This is when people try and jump in, and then when the actual direction takes, obviously a lot of people get caught offside. Let's see what happens, though. We have got obviously the possibility of sweeping today's low as well. Off MC minutes being digested. Yeah, it's a nothing burger, that, isn't it, really? Because it's all lagging information as well. So I've never really paid much attention to the minutes being released. It's just all lagging information. But we'll see what we get today. Like happened yesterday. When did it really start to move yesterday? Did it start to move? Yeah, as you can see yesterday, obviously it opened here. Then we had 10 minutes of nothing much. Second lot of nothing much. Then it really only started to move then 20 minutes after open. Normally, I'd take the first half an hour as sort of, I wouldn't count your chickens yet on a directional play for the day. They call it something, don't they, on Wall Street, the first half an hour. Imagine Project, you'll know what it's called. The first half an hour of US Opens, it has a name, doesn't it, on Wall Street. They're basically what the big boys have for the name for basically when retail tries to jump in on open. What's it called now? I can't think of what it's called. You probably know. Yeah. Yeah, it took a battering yesterday. We'll see what happens today, though. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. No matter what you think, whether you think we get a bounce, whether you think we go lower, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Potentially nothing. There's no reason why we have to insta bounce. Potentially we could just do this for today and just really bore people out. Maybe it goes up there and then comes back down here, whatever. But maybe it just hovers sort of in this range between 94, 95k and 96 potentially. And we are going back to the downside now. Interesting for sure. I call it the cluster. No, it's got a name. Oh, I'd love to know the name of it. Let me try and find it. Got 44 people in though, so for those of you that have just joined, thank you very much for joining the stream. You have courses at the latter end of it. I've been live for 2 hours 15 minutes. Look at the daily 92k coming in. Yeah, it's just in a range, isn't it? It's literally just in a range. Hallie, you're right. No point, trying to overthink it or anything. Bitcoin is literally just within a consolidation range. It's evident where demand is, and it's evident where it's finding resistance. This is demand until we lose it. This is demand until we lose it. So, if we go below here, then you would say 85k. Come and take out all these wicks here. So take out that, take out all this build up here. See all the build up there. Come into here. People get uber bearish at this point, like stupid bearish, like, oh, the world's falling apart. They just sell everything or try and short it even further down, and then it'll just do 1 giga bounce. Because 73k is the trap for people trying to get the perfect entry. So that's one potential outlook. But yeah, I mean, this is support and demand until proven otherwise. So if we do come into here, you've got good risk reward to long it there, with the idea that if it breaks below, we're cooked. And then we do have resistance. So just within a range, no point overthinking it, or trying to analyze it too much. We just wait to see what happens. I think we'll probably just get that. Yeah, potentially to the high 80s. We would probably get that fuel as well from just people trying to short support as well. You will probably just get people trying to short 92k, 91.5k. Yeah, potentially we do see another drop today. Be interesting. It's going to be interesting. That is for certain. But yeah, if you are obviously looking for a place to trade, do click the first link in the description, and I'll put it in the chat now as well. the best place for you to do spot and futures trading is BLOFIN. It's non-KYC, so you don't have to give them your ID on sign up. You just sign up with an email, and you can use it worldwide with a VPN. So if you are in a region where you struggle to get on non-KYC exchanges, pop a VPN on, put yourself somewhere nice, and then yeah, you'll have the golden gates open for you. But yeah, safe exchange, because all assets are back 1-to-1, non-KYC, and a superb user experience as well. So do click that link and sign up. And if you're wanting to get results like this, catching, you know, moves like this to the downside, like we got on Bitcoin yesterday, like we got on ETH, Sol, Stonksy caught it all across the market. That's the second link in the description. Sign up for that. We just released two updates in one on Friday as well. So you'll obviously get the latest version of the indicator. You can find information on that here, the latest video published. And you do get access to the Discord as well. So yeah, do come and join us. How's the stream been, Dave? Been lovely, mate. Been lovely. Saber Crypto dropped off around 2 o'clock. And then we watched a bit of TMG's latest video together. Then we've watched US Open since then. Yeah, it's been good. Been a nice stream, and we do have 47 people in. Yeah, so do make sure you all drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Been a really nice stream. It's great to see you pop it back in, mate. Sui's staying strong, innit? Sui's staying strong. What's Sol doing? Sol's hanging around. ETH's hanging around. We'll see what we're given. We'll see what we're given. What are we thinking Bitcoin wise? I was thinking a bit of relief today potentially. Go and punish some late shorts. Maybe nothing major. Maybe just to just take out some late shorts. But what about you? What are you thinking? Hold, bounce, pull trap, and dump at the end of the US market. Jalapeno says, me and Justin on the same page after our lovely catch-up call. Very good, boys. Might retest 96,500. I think some regardless of what's going to happen in terms of, you know, whether it continues to the downside or whatever, I think, you know, people who've missed all this downwards move and are getting FOMO or scared, you know, and trying to short, you know, people opening shorts here, people are opening shorts here, they need punishing. So maybe it does, yeah, maybe it runs above here, maybe a bit higher, but people trying to short all this sort of last leg of it down at the moment need teaching a lesson. So even if it is going to go further up, I would expect some relief to take, you know, to punish them people, and then if it is going to go further down, continue to the downside. Alternatively, maybe we see push higher up. But that was my initial thoughts coming into the stream as well. Was that we see a bounce, whether it be short lived or what, but late shorts need punishing, I think, at this point. But you know, we'll see. What have you got against latecomers? Jeez. Got nothing against them. It's just what the market does. Just what the market does. It's the same for people that, you know, try to long the top. Doesn't mean I've got anything against them, but people who missed all the move up and tried to long at this point, guess what happened to them? They got stopped out and liquidated on this move down. Just the way that the market moves. You don't have to get too emotional with it. Like I've got something against people, but if you're trying to short here, you're just asking to be stopped out or liquidated. If after you've missed all this move down, and an aggressive move down as well, if you're literally trying to short at this point, you're just asking to be stopped out or liquidated. Same for the people that tried to long the top here. You know, if you're trying to long it up this point after you've missed the move up from low 90s, guess what happened to them? They got stopped out and liquidated. Just the way that the market moves. Don't need to attach emotion to it. Sometimes the party gets really going when the latecomers get irrational. Exactly. Yeah. Don't need to attach emotion to it. It's just the way that the market is. But sometimes you get away with it as well. You know, sometimes the move is that strong and the trend will just continue that you will get away with it. If you are one of them people. But most of the time, it at least punishes them. I saw a chart do 300% plus in extreme overbought daily. Was wild. Emotion equals right. Well, yeah, it's just best not to attach emotion to it, innit? You know that better than anyone, mate. With how good of a trader you are. There's always one lucky one at the end of the night. Yeah. If there's no level or back test, there is no trade. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Got 47 people watching. I'm in a schlong at the moment on ETH. Best of luck to you, RN. Hope you make some profit on it. Obviously, for that we need the market to bounce for you. But yeah, we've been live for nearly 2.5 hours now, so I will end the stream there. Thank you to all 47 of you that are still in. Do make sure you drop a like and subscribe before you go, and do click the links in the description to sign up for Stonksy, sign up to BLOFIN, the best non-KYC exchange in the industry. And yeah, thank you for joining. I'll obviously be back again tomorrow at the usual time. And yeah, we'll have a look, obviously, on what's developed between now and tomorrow when we come back. But yeah, super stream, and look forward to tomorrow's one. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, hopefully you make some profit between now and tomorrow's stream. Peace out.